Hi, it's Nancy welcoming you to Garden Scroll. On November the 11th, winter came to the garden in the form of snow. Beautiful, large flakes of snow. And the Christmas turkey is ready. This little cheese ball or cheese mold has been going to Rosie's Thanksgiving reunion dinner for this will make the 27th year. November the 26th, and it's raining outside. Wait a minute, this might be the 27th. Let me go check. November the 26th, and we're getting a wonderful rain, and I am getting to enjoy it. Every time we've had a rain recently, I was so busy I didn't have time to enjoy it, but today we actually went out and had breakfast, and a couple of our friends were there, and we visited, got a few items, and just was out in the rain a little bit, which, you know, not too much. I don't want so much that I'm drenched, but I don't mind just being a little damp. I knew this rain was coming, or at least I knew it was forecast to come. You know, lots of times we don't get it when everybody around us does, but we have had some good rains for our fall rains, even though I've not got to enjoy any of them, but maybe this one I'm enjoying it right now. And I tried yesterday to get prepared for it by clipping back all of my peonies and my iris, but I did not finish the iris. There was quite a few of them, and it got dark. As you know, it gets dark faster now with our daylight savings time, but or with it gone, which is fine by me actually. I just as soon have it stay regular all the time. I think we could work around it all right, and I love to get a little extra rest sometimes. But I'm definitely enjoying the rain, even though I do wish I would have been able to finish what I started yesterday. But it's farther along, and I will get back to it. Got a few more things covered up, and a little more ready for the real winter to set in. Hoping it won't be too bad a winter though, of course. I actually remember saying, well, I don't know if the perennials will die if it frosts. Why did I even not remember that? Of course they're going to die down to the root, and it was all gone, and that's why I was trying to hold on. I'm sure that was my thinking there, but it's gone. It's all gone, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So we're going to be able to just keep going, get some rest, and go again next year. Sometimes it's wonderful to start all over again, But sometimes you just wish the beauty could last and last forever. And I did get all my fall decor taken down and somewhat put away. And all the little annuals, of course, they will leave a seed, like these little decorative peppers. And they were wonderful decor for our fall. And now they're going to seed, and they will put down some seeds so that we'll also have some in the garden next year. So far I haven't actually saved any of those seeds because I'm pretty sure there's going to be enough to just come up volunteer. But again, that's something you want to be sure you have some of your seeds, because sometimes things happen to our seeds, but it's rare, so hopefully they're going to be there. I did not take in all of my resin things. They do weather fairly well, but you know, it'd be nice if a person had a place to store them better than I do for the winter. But I'm just going to try to enjoy them as much as I can, fix them up when I can, and just rest for the winter and try again next spring. And the website is up again, and you can purchase a DVD with inspirational songs on it. And where to go for that is a scrollinthegarden.com, and it's SCROLL, a scrollinthegarden.com. Please be sure to go there and purchase one. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it.
Robbie the robot is having a terrible time today.
So now my little Tin Man's foot is all fixed up so he can go back in the garden. But I'm planning to see if I can find another pretty day like today. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful, and it's December the 5th. But I want to find him another little heart to go on him. And then I'll get him back out in the garden. Also, on the last day of November, I got out and clipped back things and covered things. I had told you I had a little slightly different colored purple heart. It had the pink in it that my friend Alma had given me, but I do have that covered with mulch now and hopefully ready to make it through the winter. And I did get out, and I was thinking I just had one side that I had left to do, but actually I had this side left to get all the irises out. I'm pretty sure I did have all the peonies already out of the garden as far as clipped back, but I did not have all the irises that are randomly out here on this side and all the way to the back, and then a few out in the middle of the garden that I had missed. Actually, I need to cover this little girl right here too. I may see if I can get that done today while it's pretty, so I don't have to be out here when it's cold. And of course, this is where one of the peonies was, and it's all trimmed back and ready to go again. And I did leave some of the stalk. They say that will help it from freezing if it gets too cold. It'll help the crown of the peony so that it'll have a better chance to come back next year or this coming spring. Also, all the way down there were irises here, and we did get those clipped on the, let's see, that would have been the second when we did this. Oh look, this is still turning a little bit. It has some more pretty color in it. But we did get all this done. My husband did help me with this. I just was realizing I'm not going to get it done without his help. I worked out here a while before I asked for some help, but we got it done, and it's such a good feeling to have it done. So there was a lot of work here to get all these irises clipped back. I also did go ahead and clip back my Russian sage that was right here and covered up all this area. It had kind of fallen down and was just spread out all over. So but now it'll be ready to come back in the spring and then be beautiful again in late summer and fall. Look at that St. John's wort bush from this side with the sun shining on it. I also gathered in my fall stuff, but I see, of course, I forgot some. So I'm going to take these in today. And here's another little fall bow that I'm going to take off and put away to use for another day. And I did cover a few more things, and hopefully I will get out and do a few more another day. But I think today I have some other jobs I want to get done. And I think possibly these pillows are the only other thing of fall that I have left in the garden today. And I want to look and see if I might have some Christmas pillows that I've put away. I also see that I did miss some iris, so it's not unusual to miss a few things in our garden. But now that I see it, I plan to go clip these back too, because it won't be long till we have that freeze that will freeze the ground and it will stay cold for some time. So these will then be all limp and harder to cut, so I'm planning to do that. But what made me see this was this little thing right here. I decided to put up my little decor that I got actually a couple of years ago, but I hadn't put it up yet. And I thought of it this year, and every time I see something similar to this, I'm reminded of my brother, because when he was in the hospital and he had beet cancer, so I just knew he was going to be all right, and I sent him a little ornament with a truck with a Christmas tree in it, and by someone else who was going to see him. I didn't go see him, and they took a picture and sent it to me, and he was smiling so happily, like my sister remembered me. And so I always think of him, because he did not live to see the next Christmas, because he died from COPD. Even though he beat cancer, that COPD got him. I miss him so, but he's such a wonderful part of my life. I'm so glad I had him for a brother. And I know you're probably tired of hearing Christmas stories right now, because by the time this gets on, it'll be probably the 2nd or 3rd week of January. But I'm not there yet, because today is actually only the 5th of December. So I'm going to enjoy a few more Christmas scenes, and I think I may even go back inside and get some pictures of the tree before I let it all go. And I was looking back just a bit ago of some of the pictures or some of the posts that I put on, and I have just recently told you that I fixed this with foam filler, because I do fix a lot of my garden art with foam filler after it's been broken. But this one was crushed to pieces in a windstorm that one of the branches from our former maple tree fell off and busted it all to pieces. So what I did was I got a styrofoam ball and I glued it onto the styrofoam ball, and then the pieces that wouldn't meet, because some of it was totally shattered, but there were enough pieces that I could get it into form, and then I put this glitter glue all around it, and it just turned out really good. I've enjoyed it for many years since that happened. And this is that little rose that I told you if we had time it would probably go ahead and open up too, but we did not have time. But it's there, showing us that it tried. There, now my front porch looks a little bit more like welcoming Christmas than welcoming fall still. So I finally have a few things caught up. There's still many things to do, but I feel better than I have in the past, where I just couldn't quite get everything together any day or find a quitting spot of a good quitting spot. So now I've had some time, just not having to water every day frees up some time at least to do something else, and it's wonderful. So I am looking forward to finishing a movie for my daughter. I would love to find the one I made for her graduation and make sure I don't just do her a duplicate, even though it wouldn't be exactly the same. I have a different one in mind to go from her birth to her graduation instead of just her, mostly about her graduation, but I can't remember what I put on the other one, so I've got to find it and make sure, and I'm not really having any luck with that right now either, but with the helping grace of God, I will get that done too. I did get a few more seeds in. I came out yesterday, I believe, or the day before, and got some cosmos seed, and there are more seeds that I would have liked to have gotten, but I think I've got everything represented fairly well. I hope I do, so that we'll have some of everything back in the garden next spring. There were so many seeds left in this little seed box that I wanted to get, but now I don't know what color they are. I may still get some, or I may just let them stay here and go to seed, depending on the kind of time I have and how long they stay there to have availability to be able to do that. I am looking forward to starting my book again. I've already got it started, and I have a little journal that has just a little bit in it, not a whole lot, but I would like to get it all put together and go ahead and finish it as soon as I can. I'm not looking for it to be done next year, but it possibly could be, but probably be more like 2 years or so before I can get it done, with just doing it as well as doing the garden and the home things and family things and things you need to do. It's not going to be just something I can do quickly, but hopefully it'll be something that I can and will do. I very much hope to get that done, and I hope to have a good feeling about it, like I do the movies I've made for my siblings. Just something that I'm grateful to do and grateful to get done in my lifetime. Oh, I may have to come out and get these little zinnias for seed. I remember what color they were because they were a pretty pink, and I would need those to go with my yellow if I'm going to get my pink and yellow array, which I hope to do. Did I show you my dragonfly that my great-grandson Max got for me? So I'll just watch the houseplants grow and try and hope to be able to take them out again in the spring. And I will also just hopefully have time to do some more frivolous things, like my nails. I love fingernails, and mine have a little bit of a start, so I'm hoping that they will be pretty until I have to get back in the garden again, and then I don't have much of a chance. But it's worth it to have my flowers and to be able to do what I think the Lord wants me to do in the garden. And I almost forgot to get pictures of the tree, and I want to do that. I hope you're not so tired of Christmas that you can't enjoy these by the time I put them on. But just remember, it's only November the 5th for us right now, and I am enjoying the tree. I love Christmas. I hardly get tired of it, and yet I do like to go ahead and have it down. I like to leave it up as long as I can, though, but I like to start over again and choose my colors for each year and just have a beautiful tree to enjoy during the holiday season. I hope yours was wonderful. Please be sure to like and to subscribe to the channel.